we put it up. Yeah, so.
Did you see that there was a branding, there was a strategy, that there was an effort to try to recruit, that there was a communication strategy happening? Because that's caused a conflict with Carino and my access with Pat Lattery.
What's wrong with Carino?
Nothing's wrong with Carino. Apparently he doesn't want to share duties with his.
Well, no, I tell you the truth, I took it over because nobody didn't take it.
Right.
And when somebody, wants to bring it, I would be happy if they want to post something, they could post it themselves.
Right, then I'd like to request my access back because I have a pile of information I need to be sending out.
Whoever's updating the website needs to do it, but there needs to be one person that does that.
Exactly.
That's it.
It has to go through one person. It's
Yeah.
just get complicated if everyone was having access to updating stuff.
This
So
count.
If it's Carino, then it needs to be State Carino, or if it's two people, it needs to be both you and him, but it needs to really go through one person.
This council voted and established that Carino and myself were in
Right.
charge of the website.
And the
I looked at
president.
the minutes and I didn't see any motions for that. If someone can send that to me, I'd appreciate it.
It's actually the website committee was established. I double checked, and it is up on vnnc.org, and everything.
Videos of our meetings.
Yes. So
But as a recommendation, if we have a board member who's interested in posting, if Howard and Carino are the ones doing the posting, just send them the information.
and they'll put it up.
Unfortunately, they lack my skill set and it's not conducive to starting a committee. For what I need to do, go ahead and educate me, Mr. Luna, on what you're
Okay.
getting at. 'cause
Can
All right.
we meet in the executive committee
Well,
and talk about
here's the
it?
thing. If you have a better way, recommend it, and then let's
I
have it
have, and I've
implemented.
been stonewalled. I
Well,
have.
then that needs to be addressed as well. If we have a committee
I've
member who's-
addressed suggestions and that they have been ignored. And
Yes, sir.
Don't we move on?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
trying
Come
to.
on.
All right. Candy, did you have something?
Yeah, Mr. President, I just forgot, I'd asked for the budget on the expenditures for the neighborhood council,
We'll get there.
because I love the shirts, but I just want to make sure,
It'll be in the treasurer's report.
just pull it on, I don't know if it's the $700.
Okay. Well, let's.
Go, come on.
All right, we're already an hour in and we haven't even started the meeting. So, Secretary's report, Mr. Secretary.
We have three sets of minutes. The April minutes, which was Hop Road, which I hope got posted. They did. I passed them on to others. The April special minutes and the May general minutes, which I finished.
So what I would like to do is vote on all three separately just to be official and by the book. So I make a motion we adopt the April minutes.
Second.
With that, I call for the vote, Mr. Secretary.
Okay, President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin. Yes. Secretary Hendry, aye. Treasurer Hop.
Aye.
Ms. Meyer.
Aye.
Mr. Lazarevitz.
Aye.
Mr. Martin. Aye. Ms. Skelton. Mr. Kamara.
Yes.
Mr. Maleka.
Yes.
Mr. Anand.
Abstain.
Mr. De La Cuesta.
Yes.
Ms. Patton.
Yes.
Mr. Lynn.
Yes.
Mr. Luna.
Yes.
Mr. Maravi.
He's gone.
Here.
He stepped out.
Ms. Raines. Mr. Robbins.
Yes.
Ms. Askeria.
No.
Okay, it passes.
Very good. I make a motion that we adopt the May minutes.
Second.
With that, I call for the vote, Mr. Secretary.
April special, like the first.
Okay. I make a motion we adopt the special summit minutes from April.
Second.
With that, I call for the vote.
President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin. Yes. Secretary Hendry. Yes. Treasurer Hop.
Aye.
Ms. Meyer.
Aye.
Mr. Lazarevitz.
Aye.
Mr. Martin.
Aye.
Ms. Skelton.
Abstain.
Mr. Kamara.
Yes.
Mr. Maleka.
Yes.
Mr. Anand.
Abstain.
Mr. De La Cuesta.
Yes.
Ms. Patton.
Yes.
Mr. Lynn.
Yes.
Mr. Luna.
Yes.
Ms. Raines.
Yes.
Mr. Robbins.
Yes.
Ms. Askeria.
No.
Okay, passes.
Very good. I make a motion that we adopt the May minutes.
Second.
With that, I call for the vote.
Okay, President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin.
Yes.
Secretary Hendry, aye. Treasurer Huff.
Aye.
Ms. Meyer.
Aye.
Mr. Lazarevich.
Aye.
Mr. Martin.
Aye.
Ms. Skelton. Mr. Kamara.
Yes.
Mr. Maleka.
Yes.
Mr. Anand.
Abstain.
Mr. De La Cuesta.
Yes.
Ms. Patton.
Yes.
Mr. Lynn. Mr. Luna.
Yes.
Ms. Raines. Mr. Robbins.
Yes.
Ms. Askeria.
No.
Pass.
Very good. Did you have anything else for us, Mr. Secretary?
I think the bank meeting is coming up tomorrow. I think we're attending.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Treasurer's report. Madam Treasurer, Ms. Hopp.
We started out this month with $9,867.54 left in our budget for this year. However, I paid a $60 bill, a $29.12 bill, and a $598.50 bill. And the $598.50, in case you were wondering, and I know you will be, Candida, was for emergency preparedness equipment for our upcoming second preparedness summit on the 16th. And it was for vests and flashlights that don't require batteries and lanterns. And the $29.12 was to reimburse the secretary for his copying of minutes, and the $60 was for me from May for buying the subway because the card was declining. So that left us with the beginning money left over to do all of our, hopefully our MPGs of $9,179.92. And we have a number of little goodies here that I brought that we can go over as, when it's time to do those. But I have, what do I have? I have a bill that I also had to pay for Global I&E Inc. Oh, no, that was the one for the emergency stuff, sorry. Okay, now you wanted to know about what was spent for different things. For Pinnacle, for,
Why don't you just give them a copy instead of,
okay, well, it's the whole major report, so it's a lot of stuff.
Is there a budget copy that was passed out?
no.
No.
No, I have all of this right here. I can pass this down if you want, but I'm a little bit handicapped in getting to a copy machine right now.
No, that's fine, but I think
So-
the board should have copies of the
Why don't
budget.
you
just-
post
just
them on
as a-
our,
They will
I think
be,
it's
but.
a simple request.
We've had them in past months.
Yeah.
We've had them in past months.
Just have it posted on the website.
We've had them in past months.
Just have it posted
I've
on the
done it every
website.
month except for the last two because I have been having major problems with my
right.
application.
Jeanette,
Right now it's infected, so
the
I'm
easiest
sorry,
thing, post it on
but I
our
just
website.
have not been able to get
Or
to
yeah,
it.
even a digital copy on the website would be great.
Okay, well, anyway, I'll let him know about that later. The point is, we have what I have stated we've got left, and I have a number of things on which, and I don't know if you want to vote on them now, you should. Things that we need to
Just make it a lot easier.
pay. That one. We have one to the, well, we actually have two, but I don't have the other one sitting here with me, for the police department, which they were going to be telling us about. We had one for the torch run for $2,500. We could keep it at that or reduce it. It was also for shirts. We have one for the locker room for the women for the police department because it's, a 50-plus-year-old building and they're falling apart. And then we have for NCABD San Fernando Valley, and they're sitting down there, I see them, so I saw them a minute ago, which is the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence of the San Fernando Valley. They were asking for $999,000. Community Alcohol and Drug Treatment Foundation, and they were asking for the same amount. I don't know if you want to do them both. I mentioned earlier about Van Nuys High School, and this one's got to be, skills can help students pursue a career in the skilled and technical area of arts. Many former members have successfully passed, which is the future for our city and neighborhoods. Coming from that eyes, we will give a good name and reputation for the neighborhood. This is from Jose Castro, and it was for $2,500, which is a lot.
What is it for?
For the, I don't know, I'm about to explain to you what it is. For the school, and the project is helping students to continue their education, excuse me, and open new opportunities for different fields of manufacturing, robotics. I get excited because I get the need, sorry. Robotics and auto classes, in other words, trade school stuff, because we haven't had that in schools for a long time because they have no money in the budget. So this is what it's for. The grant will be used for students' bills and hotel, uniform, meals, and so on. And, yeah, which I'm here. Sorry. I love kids. I hate to see kids in school.
Help kids, the project will help each student get their high school diploma. The grant will be used on student bills or hotel, uniform, and meals for 4 days.
Is this old business and we tabled it?
Yes.
Okay, so then for the old business funding, let's do the National Council for Alcohol and Drug Dependence. And then when we get to the LAPD funding, because Joseph and I and Penny have to leave the room for that, you guys can do all the LAPD funding votes at the same time. So if you have no problem with that, Madam Treasurer, we can resurrect the NCADD funding for $9.99 and vote on that as a council.
Okay.
And I believe that is Sandy Logan's group.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Mr. Luna?
So, okay, so I love what we're doing here. We're doing things great. We're all working in good faith. During a treasurer's report, no votes are taken, no action is taken.
Very good. So we'll bump it to old business and then go to new business. Thank you for the parliamentary procedure there, Mr. Luna. Yes, Mr. Waleko.
Can I make a request for the treasurer's report in the future, just to have maybe line items in more detail? Just a little vague sometimes.
Yes.
Nice to see exactly cent by cent where the money goes.
I'm completely happy with that. That's fine. Yes. So Jeanette, are we good on the treasurer's report?
Yeah, if you're gonna do it that way, except that if you forget to vote later and it goes really late.
Mr. Luna will make sure that everything is by the book.
Just so that you know, Dan.
Robert's
This is the
book.
end of the 14-15 fiscal year, this last meeting. We must spend this money, or we must spend it before the 15th.
How much money do you have to spend now?
We're at about $8,000.
We've got a little over $9,000 actually. So
Okay.
We don't wanna lose that money. If we don't spend it, we lose it.
9,000.
I just said it was big on
I
$9,179.92. And I do have the P.O. box to go pay for. and I
which is
don't
what,
know
like
how to do it.
$500 or something?
It's 196, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
there was an
so
email on that.
Basically, we've got a little less than $9,000, very little less than $9,000. So we want to spend it.
But if you add up all the funding requests on our agenda, it well exceeds that. So we'll
Yeah, of
we'll go
course.
over tonight.
We can always reduce, or we can.
Yes.
Or we can turn over to.
And we have the microphone funding too.
It's up to you guys.
Fair enough. So, Jeanette, for future treasurers reports, let's go back to doing the one-page report for all the council
I look
members.
like I didn't pass that
That's
out.
fine.
I would have done that, but I ran out of time.
No problem at all. No problem at all. Thank you very much, Ms. Hop. Committee chairpersons reports. We're going to start. No, Mr. Luna pointed out a parliamentary procedure rule, and we're going to go by the book. And because technically we are a legislative body and a government, we are going to do it all properly. So, yes, ma'am, and then I'll call on Maria. Yes, ma'am. Did you have something?
I have, this is my first time that I,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually doing a brochure about the academy, but I just want to advocate that. I don't know if any of you guys have gone to Van Nuys High School to see what they do there. They have a 3D printer. They just built an electric car in the automotive department. They went to national, I mean, they're doing some terrific things vocationally. And as a high school teacher, I teach chemistry and biology. I know that vocational trades, it's really a tragic.
Do you teach what a mole is? The mole in chemistry? I never got that. No, I really didn't.
I just want to say that the money, if you decide to spend the money towards Van Nuys High School, they do some unbelievable things there. Considering how LA State cuts the fund for vocational, I totally advocate that. I'm
Well-
actually going to talk to Mr. Castro. To say-
Beautiful. What is the funding number on that, Jeanette, for Van Nuys High School?
2,500.
It's 2,500?
Yes.
Okay.
The funding amount for Van Nuys High School was $2,500.
Okay, very good, very good.
Increase it?
Again, I would just fully encourage anybody to please go down to see what they're doing.
Maybe we should go as council and
Sure.
visit.
Yeah,
Okay,
we talked-
perfect.
We talked about it a little bit last month, that they have this metal shop there where they can engrave things, and we were talking about having them do stuff for us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember that. Yes.
We tried to get this done before Maria and I did, and they didn't have the equipment set up, they couldn't use it yet. Now
I
they
remember
do it.
those
So
discussions.
now we can utilize
Very
their,
good.
Their capability and get them practice while we get to save a little money because we help them get that equipment.
Very good.
Yay!
All right.
School Guard Dana, she would be happy. School Guard Dana, she would be happy.
Perfect. All right, so we'll vote on that old business when we get into the agenda a little more. Committee chairpersons reports. Let's start with Maria Skelton, who's always last but is now first. The last shall be first, Maria.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming out to the meeting. I was late because I was speaking to the owner of Chit Chat, the restaurant right up the street. I'm waiting for them to get their grand opening, which is in a couple of weeks. I do hope that we will be there. Chit Chat is a new restaurant, which is right next to Sizzlers. Please
Should we do that
support
next
it.
month?
Please,
All right.
please, when they open it. They're having a problem with people coming in, sleeping there. They're not supposed to be there, of course. It's an issue, it's a problem. I also spoke to the supervisor of Walgreens up the street. They're having a problem too with the same thing. So I'm trying to stay in contact with the security guard, trying to get them some people, at least to help them. And with Chit Chat, when I left them today, they have a real concern because of that grass area belongs to the city. So if you're on the sidewalk, on their property, the driveway, if they're on there, if people are on there, they could get arrested. But if they step on a grass area that belongs to the city, it's nothing that they can do. So that was my conversation with Guillermo. Sorry for whoever missed me on the board that had something to say while I was sitting talking to Guillermo. That was a conversation that I needed to have, and I need to leave and go back to Chit Chat because we are going to set up a meeting with them so that way everything can get done. Also, there's a grass area right next to Sizzlers and the new apartment building. That part is the city. And just found out that the apartment building owners did that full grass area themselves because that's a nice place over there. And they didn't want to wait for the city to come out and to clean a grass area. So that was my conversation with waiting and speaking to Guillermo. So sorry for whoever missed me that had a comment from me talking to, bless you, honey. Talking to Guillermo. I am sorry that y'all missed me. You had a little comment. But
I missed you
whatever.
terribly,
I know
Maria.
you did. I know you did.
I was worried
but
about
that's
you.
the reason why I was there. Working with Angie, we have some amazing stuff coming up at our next meeting. We're honoring some kids. We had a young girl. It's a battle of the churches. It's called Bible Band. A lot of churches get together and they have kids from 5-year-olds on up to adults, and they battle all different churches with Bible words. We had a young girl from my church that brought back the award and the certificate for the Valley. You know, so that's awesome. Angie and I, we're going to bring her back out. We're going to have another young lady that's going to come out. I think she's about 8 years old. She won an NAACP award.
Very nice.
She's on a TV show. So we're trying to honor these people, honor the young people, honor these business that's here. So let's try to keep these business here and try to keep these young people motivated. So
Very
once again, I
good.
will be needing to leave so I could catch him so he won't
Are you
leave.
coming
but-
back?
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Maria. Very good.
George, did you
yeah.
hear that? She needs an email for me.
It's maria.s@vnnc.org. I'm not going to share the password with everyone because then it would not be secure. Joseph, that would be a violation of council security. All right, I'm on it. All right, committee chairs, going down the list. Public safety, Joseph, we're having the public safety town hall next week
Yes.
with the FBI, DEA.
It's gonna be a big summit. It's gonna be very informative. I hope everybody's gonna come and join us. We're gonna have the FBI, the DEA, Homeland Security, LAPD.
Very good work. Thank you, Joseph.
What date, baby?
A week from today.
17.
A week from today.
All right, Parks and Rec, that's Maria. Budget and Finance, Jeanette, we got your treasurer's report. Did you have anything to add, or we're good?
Budget advocates.
Budget advocate, we need to elect them tonight, don't we?
need to elect 2 budget representatives to go down for the budget presentation and for the election that they have for budget advocates on.
Mr. Vice Parliamentary Chair, can we do that now, or should we wait? Yes, of course you can.
So, I'm quoting, so often it is best for the formal committee report to be confined as much as possible to the committee's recommendations in the form of proposed resolutions or otherwise. What that means is, give us your opinion on what we should do. And a little bit of extra if we need context. So we can't take a vote on it, we have the agenda.
Okay, but we could recommend as a council to send the 2 budget representatives from last time to represent us again, right?
Not
No,
during
you
this.
have to put it on the
This
agenda.
time is for the committee chair to give their recommendations on stuff that's been in front of their committee. So if it's
That's
been,
what you do.
right, so what that would look like is Jeanette would say, as the chair, I recommend that we blank.
Sure.
And that could mean we agendize the selection of 2 committee members, whatever. But the actual process right now is her giving her recommendations.
Sure.
And us listening.
Now, can we have a vote on it after these reports?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
We can create a motion that's not on the agenda.
Yes, okay, that's perfect. Yeah, we'll just do a motion once we get into new business. Derek, did you have something? No. Okay, very good. Yes, Maddie.
Where does our bylaws come in versus where does the Robert's Rules come in? At what point do the bylaws kick in and at what point?
So that's a really great point. It's a really great example. So in Robert's Rules of Order, no 2 board members can address each other. Everything has to go through the chair. So it would sound like, Mr. President, I have a question for the sustainability chair. Could you please ask blah, blah, blah. It's almost like speaking in third person. So you can't ask me anything directly, although I'm happy to answer. According to the rules, you can't ask anybody directly. You have to go through the chair.
And I'm happy to start doing that. We've been very, I don't know if lackadaisical is the word, but very loose with the rules, just so everyone can participate. But, and that, it would be my fault for doing that, but I'm more than happy to go through the formalities of Robert's Rules of Order. And Daniel, by all means, back me up on all of it. Mr. Anand, yes, please.
Chair, I would like to let you know, the chair of the Sustainability Committee, that per our bylaws, it is written that our meetings will be run by the Robert's Rule of Order as one of the bylaws' specific points.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for addressing that. So, Maddie, did you get your question answered? Very good. Very nice. Budget and finance, we're done, right, Jeanette? We're good on that?
Yes, that's,
All right, but remember to bring up the voting and the new motion
Yes,
once we
yes.
get into that.
There were a few other things that I, unfortunately, and you'll forgive me, I keep whining about this, but it's very painful. My boo-boo just about kept me home tonight. My husband has gout, so he couldn't walk. And I couldn't drive myself without having somebody help me get in and out of the truck. So, if you're in great.
Let the record state that
condition,
Mr. Hop has
drive,
gout.
Or I wouldn't have been here, so I thank Mary for doing that.
Thank you, Miriam, for bringing her.
Very good, Miriam.
Because of
Thank you
that,
for bringing her.
rushing out of the house, I neglected to bring my iPad, on which I had 2 reports I wanted to update you on from Budget Advocates. So you'll forgive me, I can tell you at least that they have a newsletter that's out now. They have their own website, they have a number of really great things, and it's something that you should check out because it gives you a lot of information. Glenn is here, so he can fill you in on some things that I missed. And
Not
I
yet.
have been attending
Not until we get
meetings
into new
even if
business.
not present by doing it over the phone, with the exception of this past Monday one, which was when we had our executive meeting.
Very good.
Here, so just so you know, I've been working my little you-know-what off, even being ill, because I care. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Going down the list, planning and land use. Mr. Chairman, do you have anything at this time? Very good. Government relations rules and bylaws. Mr. Anand, do you have anything at this time? Very good. Thank you, sir. And outreach, that we already had that report. So,
Mr. Council President?
yes, ma'am.
During the June 1 executive committee meeting, so that I can give my update, so that I have as much time as I need.
I would be happy to have you give your update on what the Sustainability Committee is going to be doing. All right. Do we have a time frame here, Madam Chair?
Sustainability is placemaking and community building. I don't know how many people are aware that on every Saturday at 2:30 our library shows a movie, and it's free to everyone. So it's one of the things I would have posted, but I don't have access. So that's one. I attended on this Saturday a bullet train meeting. It's a group called Save Angeles Forest for Everyone. On Earth Day, this board voted to join the Rim of the Valley Coalition, and this bullet train project dovetails into that. So we don't have a position on the bullet train, but I attended the meeting and represented for, the vote that we had. I've been asked by Councilmember Perez's office to attend the climate team meeting, which will be at the end of the month. I think they're still setting a meeting. That's a follow-up to our Earth Day appearance when the council member came and presented to or spoke to our board. On May 21st, I attended a tour of the various national parks that are also included in the Rim of the Valley study. And I've also been in touch with, you have to forgive me how it's Herpetologist Society, the snake people. They're based out of Van Nuys. So they're interested in partnering up with the committee once we're up and running. I met with our census representative here regionally to capture accurate census data. We have a couple of reports floating around for the Van Nuys area that uses the wrong population and census outdated information. So I've been working with them on that. And I attended Mayor Garcetti's and Metro Zipcar press conference, and along this Great Street corridor, a Zipcar station will be available so that people that I'm not using that, so that theoretically, if you have 8.5 hours, you can hop off at LAX, take Metro in, hop on the Orange Line, and get yourself a Zipcar in the valley. But just so you know, it's pretty exciting that Van Nuys Boulevard is going to be a Zipcar destination. It really puts us out there and brings the students up. That's it.
Very good. Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Wilenko, yes, sir.
Manny, do you have any information on, I've only seen it in the news, apparently Van Nuys has a cricket farm?
Yes, I have been in contact with them. I'm going to be touring hopefully next month, not this month, when I anticipate that our committee will be official as of July. And so I'm waiting to go in. But yes, I am. And it's a great small business. It's located right by Van Nuys Van Nuys Airport. It's not in our boundaries. It is actually west of the 405, so I think it's in Balboa Lakes
Very good. Candy, did you have something?
Omar needs to use it a lot.
All right. And with that, we will get right into new business. 8A, 14700 Sherman Way, a small lot subdivision. Proposal for a gated residential small lot subdivision community consisting of 58 detached single-family homes with large rear backyards and a private parking with a tot lot. The developer is pursuing community feedback and support. Mr. Chairman, did this get out of the Plum Committee just fine?
Yeah, it went through, Plum Committee, and it also went through, some of the neighbors around that area as well. And we're here.
Very good. So is this John and Angie? Hi, you guys.
Good evening.
All right. So,
We do have a projector. Is there a?
yes, let's jump on into it.
Yes, thank you.
Why don't we do it this way so everybody can watch it, including the board? On the white board.
Maybe bring that up for next time.
They have a projector, right? Thank you, sir. Let's see. I don't have my glasses, which. No, it's
Maybe, I'm not really, we're not really good at this,
It might be on the corner.
Yeah.
We're right.
We're next to it.
Yes, we're next to it.
We're next to it. So, well, there's a couple different developments out there.
While we have a lull, there's plenty more food, so feel free to just come over and help yourselves.
I was at surgery up there until I come around and ask you for money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you need to do something.
Well, once all the new developments are Are they going to do it? Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, we're ready.
Yeah, you guys are good to go.
Yes, we're ready.
John and Angie. All right, let's pay attention. It's all yours, you guys.
Hi, good evening, council, and thank you for allowing us to present our project to you tonight. And hello to Carino and Jerry and the Los Sejos group who we met with last week. And happy anniversary. Those are beautiful flowers. You're welcome. My name's John Spelke, and this is Angie Yee. We're with Storm Properties, and we're here to present 14700 Sherman Way, a 58-lot single-family home community. This project is a for-sale community and not a rental community. Our purpose here tonight is to inform the stakeholders of our plan and to garner support from the VNNC as we move towards filing a tentative map application and proceed with city processing. Before we discuss the project, we'd like to highlight our philosophy on community redevelopment and outreach. We at Storm believe strongly in community outreach and speaking with stakeholders and garnering support for projects in the communities we do business in. We are the developers, but the stakeholders live in the community after the project is completed and sold. We believe in fair and responsible development. We are here tonight under that philosophy. Prior to tonight, we have met with and received support from, initially was with Carino and Jerry. We've met and reached out to all 7 of our neighbors, 4 of which we've gotten support from. We've met with Ackley Padilla in Councilwoman Nuri Martinez's office, and we met with the Los Cedros Neighborhood Watch Group last week, and Norma Jean, and we met with the VNNC Plum Committee a few weeks ago. Couple of main talking points before we head in are this is a for sale home project. This is not a rental project. That was some concerns brought up in prior meetings, and we want to make that clear. The second thing is we'll be improving Anadia Way and the Galton-Cedros intersections. We'll be cleaning up the Anadia Way dead end, which right now is blighted, has transients, RVs, and cars parking. And we'll be also assuring that there won't be any through traffic from Sherman Way through to Natick or Cedros and Galt. We'll be bringing new quality entry-level homes in a livable, self-contained community with approximately 4,000 square feet of common area, internal park, and large backyards. We recognize that Van Nuys is on a positive upswing with investments by IMT, Richmond American, KB, the auto dealers along Van Nuys Boulevard, and the new LA Fitness and the Great Street program. We want to be a part of the building of the community within the community and continue the investment in Van Nuys. Storm excels at going into communities and creating quality developments. So Storm has been in the Los Angeles area for 90 years. Storm started in 1932. It's a family-owned business. We're based in Torrance. It was started as an industrial brass foundry business, and Walter over the years also bought property around the area. And so we're part of a manufacturing company. We're a real estate group, and it's privately held. We've been in Los Angeles and investing in Los Angeles for many years. With that being investing in your neighborhoods, we're honest, integrity, dedication. We have dedication to excellence. We're very entrepreneurial and innovative, and again, we like to work with the stakeholders in the communities that we do business in. We've got a couple other projects going on around Los Angeles. Vista Point is in the Athens-Willowbrook area of Los Angeles. Cambridge Place is in Whittier. And McCoy 255 is a single lot, 21 single family small lot subdivision in Harbor City. We are also a member of the Greater San Fernando Valley Chamber of Commerce. The top elevation is our Harbor City project. The bottom elevation is in Athens. It's in the Athens-Willowbrook area. So this is the conceptual site plan. It's a 58-lot, single-family subdivision on Sherman Way. The entry comes off of Sherman Way. We have 3-story homes along the front, and then we have 2-story homes, which acts as a buffer between the commercial area on Sherman Way and along the side to the R1 zone back in this area. I mentioned Anadia Way. We'll be improving Anadia Way, as you can see. This portion will be given to this house as their driveway to access their garage. The other portion of the property will be part of the project and make up the large portion of this backyard. we will be improving this corner as you see. So we'll be improving this area. Nadia Way will not go through, and it'll be part of this house. Down in this area, this is the Los Cedros and Galt intersection. We'll be improving this intersection also. So as you can see, this project does not go through to either Cedros or Anadia Way. This is a livable, it's a self-contained community. We have approximately 4,000 square feet of open space distributed around the property. We've got the central park, we've got parking, and large backyards. We talked about the 3-story up front, which kind of mirrors the commercial aspect of the street. We've got the community park. The park will have a tot lot. It'll be a central meeting area for residents we've got the backyards for private entertainment, and we've got the park and open space for common area public entertainment. We've got very large backyards. They range anywhere from 12 to 31 feet deep and 400 to 500 square feet and up for people to barbecue, have family gatherings, and a private environment for raising kids and families. The entry along Sherman Way will be enhanced. It'll be gated. We'll be dedicating 10 feet of Sherman Way to enlarge the right-of-way, and that 10 feet will be improved along the front of the property with a sidewalk and new trees. As I mentioned, Galt Street would be improved in this area, and Anadia Way will be vacated and improved. This is a view from the front of the project, which would be the Sherman Way frontage. So you can see it's the wrought iron fence. You've got your 3-story homes. You've got a 6-foot separation between the homes, which across the street at Azalea is 6 inches. So this provides a nice, kind of more of a single-family view as opposed to townhomes or row homes. The gate is here, and as you drive in, you come in, you look right at you see the park immediately. You drive right towards the park. And then you've got the curvilinear street, which then brings you back to the southern portion of the property.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What's on there right now on Sherman Way? I'm trying to place it.
What's on the property right now?
Yes.
It's just a vacant piece of property. It's dirt.
It's on your side.
It's on the south side.
Oh, it's
The Mason.
south side.
Yeah.
Be across from the Red Cross. Oh, okay, all right.
It's near the 2 medical buildings.
Correct. Thank
The
you.
Frick Building and the other one?
Was this the vacant lot over by the church in the way?
Yes.
That was part of that parking building that was part of the
Yeah.
parking structure that was torn down too, from the hospital?
No.
Or the
No.
big townhouse?
No, this is not the one.
This-
We're right next to it. We're right next to that.
And this might have been the one that they were proposing to put a college on, which we heard from you folks. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this property going to be, I'm not familiar with the area, going to be moving into the Van Nuys area? I'm coming from Burbank, which is a total different scenario. If I could afford different Burbank, I would trust it.
Exactly.
The question is this property going to be close to where the Richmond properties are?
Yes, it's right.
Across
The Richmond American property Azalea is right across the street from us.
Oh, okay, I know where this is, okay. So with bringing all these new properties into the Van Nuys area, these homes are in the upper 500s, which are these homes going to be into that same value?
We see the home selling for in the high 4s and the low 5s, which is
Which is gonna bring a total different type of income into the Van Nuys area.
it brings young families, dual income families, young families looking to raise kids. The environment of the property is such that it is a great family area to raise kids, but it's a dual earner scenario.
Okay, and now with the Van Nuys council, are they looking forward to all these new developers coming into the Van Nuys area to help bring this community up, or is this like a no scenario?
It depends. I have personally a couple of questions. One of them is, when you say dual wage earner, nowadays, the dual wage earners of the past don't exist any longer. You don't have any job security like you did years ago, where you could get a job for 30 years and you retired with a nice benefits package. That doesn't happen anymore unless you have to work for the city, the county, or the state. Otherwise, forget it. Secondly, the dual burners, until that 15 minimum wage goes through, and that's gonna be a few years, are making maybe $8 an hour. So total, that's 16, that's still not enough to be able to support that kind of, price rate. And secondly, I wanna know, are you gonna have any parking for visitors? Because when you have major projects like this, they overflow to the streets, and then it causes major traffic problems, and a lot of times they park at little connecting nearby neighborhoods and take up all the local residents' parking. We have a thing before our council at this present time about something like that, where there's 16 cars being parked at one location, and there's major problems because of it, so we need to know if you're gonna have that as well.
Okay, so two-part question. The answer to the first part of the question is that, we'll be marketing to the public, which means we'll see dual wage earners, we'll see medical personnel, people that are in the areas working at the hospitals, but those are the folks that are coming through the other developments. In terms.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have this lady.
Oh,
and
I'm
we're
sorry.
gonna have them get through the slideshow. So
Okay.
one final question, and then.
Address a few of your concerns because I am part of the neighborhood that's going to be impacted. I'm down on Cedars. And we're part of the neighborhood that got slammed with IMT. I was at the meeting here in August of 2012 when they told us how wonderful the IMT development was going to be. And it is 354 units with not enough parking. This development, the neighborhood is 150% in favor of.
Oh,
It's fabulous, it's walled, there will be no impact on our services, our parking, or our anything, and we're looking forward to partnering with this
Because it
development.
looks nice, but 500,000?
It's gonna boost the rest of the neighborhood, which will help the IMT overcrowded and overdevelopment parts.
We're gonna let John and Angie, we're gonna let John and Angie finish their presentation, and then we'll open it up for questions.
We're done with the presentation.
Okay, very good. Question, Mr. Piper.
Yes, each house has a two-car garage. You can see the triangles here represent a car. And then there are 14 guest parking spots here, here, and here, and here. So we believe, well, first of all, it's gated, so we believe that people will park in their garage and they'll use the guest spots. There won't be any overflow into these communities, and probably will not overflow outside the gate. You wouldn't park out here and then walk in. Around 2,000 square feet.
Okay,
That's
next question.
fairly large for,
Next question, going once.
not if you're in 5,000, yeah.
I'm familiar with the city's small lot design guide and the small lot ordinance, but most of the community isn't. And it looks like you've made a really good faith effort to follow these guidelines. It looks like you've made a really good faith effort with regards, like there's 6 overarching goals. It looks like at least 4 of them you tried to meet, and no one's going to be perfect to meet all 6.
Great, thank you.
It looks like you've done, a really good job of trying to meet a form-based code across and a low-impact development. So, since I can kind of see it, would you mind just capturing 2 or 3 things so that the community, because obviously you're doing good faith and the community is appreciating it, but you're also working with the city planners and trying to meet our city ordinances as it relates to small lots. And with regard to sustainability, one of our goals is to support quality of life SB 375 and local business. So I just kind of want to call that out. I can see what you're doing, but it'd be nice for the community.
Okay, certainly, thanks. Yeah, why don't you go ahead?
So just to point out a couple things in terms of sustainability, obviously everyone knows we're in a really big drought. So all of the landscaping, we're still in the conceptual phase right now. We have not submitted to the city, and that's why we're here before you guys to, we would like to request for a support letter. So in terms of sustainability, we are in a drought, so a lot of the landscaping, or all of the landscaping would be drought tolerant landscaping. We are working with our civil engineers and also our architects as well to work with our plans to incorporate fulfilling and complying with a lot of the city standards in terms of stormwater draining and things like that.
Very good. So you guys are just asking for a letter of support, right?
Correct.
Okay. In the interest of time, if yes, Mr. Chair.
I just want to make a comment. I just wanted to commend you guys because you guys have been doing a lot of homework because you guys been showing up to Van Nuys Community Councils, been showing up in some of the events that,
Can you turn this on?
you didn't have to, but you wanted to get the flavor of Van Nuys, and I really appreciate how you guys approached it.
No, you guys have.
I think that developers should follow you guys as far as, how you approach this for,
It usually doesn't go this smoothly. Just I think is given our panache for debate. Yes, Penelope.
I'm really happy that it's homeownership and that you've done a really awesome job. You've done a perfect job.
Thank you very much.
Yes.